Oh, good. You remember your group.
Blood
Good
donor.
job.
So this is how it works. If you want to
Yeah,
come into
there
a
you go.
session. Okay.
And then what we're going to do is say you click there.
Beautiful.
And then I need you to put the headphones on that are over there.
Okay.
And then also take these two,
Yes.
which is the Tesla plate from the Light, which Matt and I developed as the best way of getting the bioresonance information. It works really well. And the power light, so that's going to go on your lap.
Okay.
And then right now the LED is on. And if you're human, when you put the headphones on, it'll turn off. So Dr. Chris, it didn't turn off. It was he's the only one. Oh yeah, there you go. You must be human.
Oh, success! So many questions answered.
It was really hard to get it to work with Chris. Okay.
Got half my meditative topics out of the window.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do... It's pretty hard to do with my left hand. Okay. So here we go. We'll express, scan. All right. And what it's going to do is it's going to start up and scan through the most important parts of the body. By the way, your last name, Essam?
Middle name. Takla is my last name.
Oh, that's right. Now, Essam, that's really interesting. So Essam, Dr. Essam in Egypt is a really good friend of mine.
Interesting.
And he invited me to Cairo. He used to come here a lot. And he and his siblings are blind.
Have I told you I was Egyptian? I don't think I did.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. That's kind of cool.
Oh, okay. Well, I told Essam that his Galal, I saw Galal, his grandfather, on a donkey, and I said, he's a Sufi. And he asked his mum, and it turned out to be true. So now he calls himself Galal as well. But what's really interesting, he just contacted Pratica and me this week because there are 4 universities in Egypt that want to start doing light therapy, and they've got $1 million budget to investigate it.
Wow.
So Pratica was helping me get this thing together. So
Who knows?
who knows?
Right.
Yeah. And I told him about the BioSpect, and he was all excited.
So what is happening here?
Okay, so it's sending frequencies from, basically the frequencies are 1.8 hertz, which is skeleton, up to 8.2 hertz, which is the eyes. And each organ system has a different resonant frequency. The stimulation's going on magnetically through the headphones. And then, like the Princeton pair research, they're using bioresonance. So you're already getting zoned out. Bioresonance to measure what your body responds to each of the frequencies. So it's actually, bioresonance works by consciousness skews random results. All right?
Yeah, exactly. So throw a ball against the wall, see what comes back, sort of.
Yeah, and so the software is asking the right questions, which is the hardest thing.
Yeah,
and then it's saying, is there a bias to 1 or 0? You know, from the median.
Yeah.
And then they've got so sophisticated at doing it. Oh, wow, that's pretty quick. That, yeah, if you click on OK, you can help me drive. Right, so these are the first ones it's scanned. So at the abdomen, your first lumbar, there's some blocked energy there. Now, it's about where the body is sending energy, all right? Not about fixing things directly. It's
a little more complex than that.
It sends the inverse frequency, like Rife did, to balance things and that kind of thing. So what we're going to do, actually you can drive for fun. Why don't you double-click on that square, the black square? Oh, sorry, we need to click on the microscope first. Yeah, to go down, and then double-click on that. So whatever's going on, it may be just something that just showed up, but around your first lumbar, you're not very happy on the right-hand side. That's what it's saying. So, I think that's meant to be pelvis, but it's come out pelvis. Who knows then? The imagery is beautiful. I mean, the pathological.
Yeah, we're zooming.
So you're spending a lot of yin qi here, which is around, it's connected to, around the organ level, and it is saying, oh, maybe they really mean pelvis. That's strange. Let's go down into it a little bit more. Oops. And we can go really a long way down, right down into DNA. So yeah, choose another one. So we're in the endoplasmic reticulum.
This is deep.
Isn't it cool? And then let's that cell there might be interesting. Yeah, go back down. And then go down into that one. Aha. So ribosome, so it's an RNA thing, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But you see what's happening here? This shows the energy. You're spending a lot of energy in trying to anabolize.
Catabolism and
yeah. So the yang qi is catabolism breaking down, yin qi is anabolism building up. So in your ribosomes, your system is trying to spend a lot of energy trying to correct something. So what we can do now is just do it at this level. I'd like you. I think I can do it. It's okay. Oops.
You want me to hold it?
Yeah. Now let's go and see what its thinking is going on. So these are the list of potential remedies from here. This stuff is very, very interesting. The smaller the number, the greater the similarity. In other words, it's probability spread. And so it's saying something is going on in your arteria superior, so above the kidney,
the artery that goes to your adrenal vein, your adrenal gland.
Right, exactly. So maybe you're a bit stressed or something like that.
Very interesting. That's where cortisol, epinephrine is made.
Yeah. So let's see what it says about your biochemistry. Aha. Are you a little bit low in your iron?
I am. No, I mean my white blood cell count, my red blood cell count, my white blood cell count are generally low. I did blood work before I came.
Okay. So that's what it's picking up. It's saying it's mainly related to that.
Interesting, because even when before coming to Thailand, I was considering getting white blood cell boosters, because my immune system is a little bit it's on the borderline of being leukopenia.
Okay, and it's picking up leukocytes here, yeah. What?
Right here.
Urine leukocytes as well, yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah.
So, no, that's the basic biochemistry, and we can look into that if we're doing a full session more. But let's see if there's any pathology going on.
Kidney stones.
Yes, there we go. Nephrolysis. Are you? I'm just going to ask you a random question.
Sure.
Emotionally, the kidneys are about being pissed.
Interesting. Today's been a hard day.
Okay. So this may be just an acute reaction of your body to saying...
Very, very cool.
It's probably because you're going to Laos.
So long traveling, a lot of things to do today. Yeah, very, very interesting.
Well, so that's interesting. Let's see if there's an allergy. So there's not much going on in terms of allergies. This may be some old stuff that your system is not too happy with. And then let's go here to...
Microorganism helmet. Candida albicans. Well, they're everywhere. So
and it's not that bad. You see, this is close to 1, so it's not a huge thing. Now, the greatest thing about the allopathy here is they use all these wacky Russian and Slovenian remedies that you've never heard of, which are probably super cool and not dangerous because they're not American.
Not going to get me running back for more.
And your body likes that. Look at that. It's a really good match. So we could just do a quick run through on that one. It's Hungarian, so that's cool. But actually, let's check a few more things. Let's see if homeopathy is... Homeopathy would be fine. Phosphorus. Are you listening, Cindy? Cindy's a homeopath friend of mine. So fast fire, that's to give more fire to probably deal with the stress, I would guess, and also bring more iron. You could see how that could work with the phosphorus.
Yeah.
So, okay, actually it's up to you. Do you want to do an allopathic or a homeopathic remedy? They're both pretty good.
Let's try an allopathic remedy.
Okay, just for fun. I've actually, when I'm working on myself, because they're safe and it's just energy, I've been doing it to see what goes on, and I'm actually quite impressed. Because I wouldn't take the chemical one, but the energetic's fine. So right now, this is the nervous system, basically, the Vegito test. So it's about the autonomic nervous system and how it reacts.
So right now, is it using magnetic waves?
It's simulating the result for you, and so we can decide if this is a good remedy. So let's look at the comparative analysis. Oh, good. The chaos...
strengthening compensatory reaction, 31%.
Yeah, and so it's okay as a remedy, but it's quite good at reordering. And we could go and see how the homeopathy works for you, so we don't have to commit to that. No. So let's go back to homeopathy and let's choose that. Now, of course, you can do combinations of remedies, but we're just keeping it pretty simple. Actually, I get the feeling... Let's do those two. Okay. And then we'll just do another, exactly the same deal. And then if the curves improve more, it means the body's more receptive to those energies. Okay.
And it is matching the frequency of phosphorus, the energy of phosphorus.
Of the remedy, the phos remedy. In other words, the...
because everything does have a frequency, a signature card.
Yeah, which is how homeopathy works. It's taken out the toxic chemicals, but the water remembers the vibration. And that's why Hanuman, when he was making his remedies, he'd use pertusion, which is creating structured water. Bang, bang, bang for an hour. So, the pyrolite structures water. It's structuring your body right now, the liquids in your body. And that's why we use it. So you see, if you look at this one, your body prefers the other one in terms of compensatory.
Let's try it.
So let's go for the other one.
Very interesting.
Yes, really, I mean, compared with the other systems, I found this by far the best. Okay, allopathy. It's even got crystals and food and stuff like that. But generally, I find homeopathy and allopathy are a good first place to go to. So we already know what the results are. We're just going to do that one Hungarian one. And the reprinter is to actually send it to your body right now.
Okay.
And that's what the plate's for. And we're going to start it off. So it's singing to you.
Interestingly, it pulses, my body pulses with the beats.
Oh, great. Excellent. So now what we can do is we'll move out of that. And now what I'm going to do is reinforce the treatment with what they call metatherapy, which is basically sending compensatory frequencies without it being tied to a remedy. In other words, it's a general, it's saying, okay, this is your system right now, we'll give you beneficial frequencies to
boost it up or to lock it in place, sort of thing.
Yeah, you can look at it in both ways. And what you can see going on is we'll see how responsive your body is. So it's converting these really stuck areas quite nicely, even in one go. Yep, very good. So your system's responsive, which again would make me feel that this is an acute issue. It's just you're pissed off with today being a difficult day, but
rather than it being a long-standing issue.
But it's probably, my sense is it will be your first line of defense. In other words, when things are tough, this is where your system would be
very, very interesting.
Putting resources
to buffer against the external world in some sense.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. So you can do a yes on that. And then you can see how nicely that changed from here to here just in one go.